Hi and welcome back to the channel. As you can probably see in the background here, in the UK we've got glorious sunshine. I think we got to the dizzying heights of 29 degrees earlier today, so that means that the barbecue table is out. So that arrived yesterday and I uploaded a video just to take you quickly through the instructions, the assembly. It was really straightforward: attach legs, attach the table, a couple of screws, bish bash bosh. But obviously, saying that, a very interesting video, so it's well worth taking the time out of your day to watch it. So today we're just going simple. We have some lovely sausages. The brands are of course available, and we're going to go through our usual, what is now routine. So grill onto the grill function, high temperature, 16 minutes, and then we will get it going. So we will press the woodfire technology button once we've put some pellets in the hopper, and then we'll go through the preheat option, get our sausages on. We'll get prompted to flip halfway through the cook, and then I'll show you the lovely results at the end. Okay, so hopper is full. Press our woodfire technology button like so. Press start, and for those of you not familiar with the process or haven't watched the other videos, that's the simple steps. So we've got the dial that gives us our functions. They've all got preset times and temperatures which you can adjust with your buttons down here. The woodfire technology lights our hopper and the pellets in there to generate the smoke for us. So it's going to go through a couple of stages. It's going to go through the ignition process, which is to get the smoke going. It's then going to kick into a preheat function. As always, I have not taken the crisper basket off. Do that now. And then it'll go through a preheat function, and then that means that our grill's up to temperature, ready to cook our food. You've probably seen, again, if you watch the other videos, I do have a tendency to leave the crisper basket in there just because it's easier to store it. So that will fit, the crisper basket will fit quite nicely into the unit. The unit then goes in a carry bag that we put away for storage. So the table that we went for, if you didn't watch the video yesterday, there are two branded tables. One of them comes with wheels, and it doesn't appear to have a side table. As I say, I've not looked too much into whether you can add them, but this one does come with a side table, which is really useful for our prep. And the legs are extendable to 3 different positions, so you can get different heights. This being the mid-height setting, which is pretty good for me. I will adjust it at some point just to see what the difference is between the heights and whether putting it up one is a bit more comfortable. We have on the side here, you've got Bentley there in the background. We've got some nice hooks for hanging our cooking utensils on, so yeah, pretty decent as you'd expect. Good build quality from Ninja. It is the branded table. And I understand from the lovely helpful writing on the unit that we can get a maximum load of 20 kilograms or 45 pounds in old money on the side table, which does come with screws. So you can put those on for sturdiness. If you're not going to put anything heavy on there, then you don't really need to use them. And that means that the table just really simply clicks off for storage. Obviously, being able to extend or retract the legs makes it a bit more portable as well for storage. And on the unit itself, we are good for, let that picture on the camera, 90 kilograms. Not sure what else other than the unit we're going to put on there, unless we're going to get a massively heavy piece of meat, which is not the plan today. It's our sausages. So I will catch up with you once the preheat function's done. So the heads-up display here will show us what stage we are at. So we're looking at probably 5 to 10 minutes for it to get to temperature. You can already see the hopper's generated smoke there, which will be going through the actual unit. So I'll do a bit of my new favourite, transition the flames, to catch you when we're ready to put those sausages on. So we capture the sizzle and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so we've been through the preheat function, which is about 5 minutes. And that means that our grill is up to temperature. We've got some lovely smoke going through there. So we're going to get on there with our sausages. Okay. These are honey and mustard sausages we got today. Okay. It's not so loud of a sizzle this time. Which I know on some of my other videos, once the grill's open, the audio seems to suffer a little bit when we're talking over the top of it. But obviously you hang on every word that I say. So we'll get them on there quick. Lid down to keep that smoke in. And we're now left with about 15.5 minutes cook time. At 8 minutes we're going to get prompted to flip over what's on there, which don't necessarily need to do with sausages, but it's good to turn everything, isn't it, on the barbecue, just to get an even cook throughout. So that is it. It's that simple. So the steps we've got, obviously get your barbecue set up, get it plugged in. What I do notice, bit of a tip, sometimes it might just be me, but when I plug the barbecue in at first, it doesn't seem to power on because there's like a kill switch on the plug. So if you click reset, then that sorts that out. Obviously I like to put this away clean, so a quick wash down after a cook means that it's ready for the next one. So you're really just following the on-screen prompt, so waiting for your grill to heat up. You don't need to use the wood fire button if you don't want to use that, and that just goes straight into the preheat function. I do really like the smoky flavour as well, and as I've undoubtedly mentioned in other videos, I found that you can get to maybe even 3 relatively short cooks. So by a short cook I mean 15-16 minutes as we've got here, which if you've watched the other videos, that's about the average length, the types of things that we're cooking on here. So it's quite actually cost effective. It's really efficient because it heats up faster than the oven. Well, where I might be repeating myself from other videos, but also that not everybody will have watched each one of them. So it's just really my views on the unit. They're not sponsored in any way. I'm just sharing my experiences of the wood fire grill, and as you can see, we've started to get some of those accessories, and I've also hopefully upped my filming game a little bit. So I'm holding my phone in what I'm reliably told is a gimble at the moment. It's like a selfie stand, which hopefully allows for smoother panning and transitions, because it could be a challenge to film whilst I was also trying to cook as well. So as you've probably seen from the other videos, I am just using free editing software because this is more of a hobby for me. So I do a bit of light editing and then get them uploaded. So people seem to be watching them, which is always nice to see. People have taken time out to put comments in there, so I have responded to each and every one of those, and the subscribe button is ticking over nicely, but please do, if you can, subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications, and then if there's anything that takes your fancy, well, you know what's there. If there's anything you'd like to see within reason, don't be asking me to cook lobster thermidor and steak every day, because I'm not sure that the filming budget extends to that. So yeah, let's stick to the staples. I will catch you through another seamless edit once those sausages are cooked. Okay, so we've gone past the halfway point on the cook. We've been prompted to flip our sausages. Let's take a look at what we've got. Look at those, looking away nicely there. So full disclosure, I had a little peek before I filmed it, and I have already flipped them once, which is always a good idea, I think, is that whilst you're cooking, because you've got different types of meat and cook times and things, always a good idea just to have a little look-see. although that char is the flavour, you don't want too much in there. So just stick in a little bit, which you can maybe pick up on the video. There we go, so we'll just move those around. Because the presets are just the presets, it's just literally a set temperature and a set time. You do get a booklet with the unit, which will show you the basic cook times for the main things that you will cook, and you can invest into a temperature probe if you're cooking those bigger pieces of meat. So most of what I cook is food for the family, quick meals on the barbecue. We have done a smoker video though, and invested a little bit more. Oh, I dropped the phone then. Invested a little bit more time and effort into the prep to do some nice marinades and stuff like that, which is more of a weekend job. So we are on a Tuesday evening taking full advantage of the great British summertime with a barbecue. And the Ninja lets us do that really seamlessly. So I think we are, one last look. I think we're almost there with those. So I will cut one just to make sure they're cooked all the way through, but I'm not sure we're going to need the full cook time. So that leaves me to say, as always, thank you very much for anybody that watches these videos. Appreciate there's a lot of content out there, a lot of things vying for our increasingly dwindling attention spans. So I really appreciate people watching them. I'm going to continue to do a bit of mixed bag, so I might just do one actually where there's a cook without me droning in the background and put some lovely music on there and transitions so that you can see it in full M&S mode with maybe some nice slow motion and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'll just continue to use it. I'll film it. As you've probably seen, there's a bit of a format to this because that's dictated by what I'm cooking. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. Remember, if you can, subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.